The manager turned to Maverick, saying,
"When did you last see Miss Sampson?" "An hour ago. We had dinner and she went back to her room." "Are you sure she didn't maybe go down to the bar for a drink?"
he asked, raising a brow. Maverick wasn't sure if he was implying something or what it might be. He made a frantic, quick scan of the room.
"Her clothes are draped over the chair, and the pearl necklace I gave her is strewn over the floor. Obviously, there was a struggle."
His nose flared as he lost his patience with the manager.
"Remington, get the police on the phone."
He barked at his assistant.
"Right away, sir,"
Remington replied as he dialed 911.
"If you just remain calm, Mr. Jones, I'm sure."
Maverick grabbed the hotel manager by the coat lapels and nearly pulled him off the floor. The man was wearing a cheap, off-the-rack suit, and Maverick couldn't care less if he ruined the offending garment.
"Maybe if you get some decent security in this place, young, helpless, innocent women wouldn't be abducted."
All the color drained from the manager's face.
"I'm so sorry,"
he stuttered. Remington pushed between the two men and broke Maverick's grip on the poor guy.
"Sir, with all due respect, landing yourself in jail is not going to help us find Miss Sampson. You'll be no help to the police sitting in the jail cell. This man is just trying to help you."
As annoying as Remington was, Maverick had to admit he had a point. Balling his fist, he glared at the hotel manager, then slowly backed away from the man.
"We have camera security at the elevator banks. We can check the footage,"
the manager said as he adjusted his clothes.
"What the hell are you waiting for?"
Maverick bellowed. The manager swallowed hard, then turned to leave the room. As he placed his hand on the doorknob, a knock sounded from the other side of the door. He opened the door to two uniformed officers. They stood in the hallway, backed by a few guests who were trying to see what all the ruckus was about.
"Atlanta PD."
The officer on the left announced, flashing his badge. Maverick heard Remington apologizing for him to the manager quietly.
"Please come in,"
the manager said, stepping aside. Maverick sized up the cops. The one who had spoken seemed to be in charge. He was a big man, over 6 feet, and built like a linebacker. His sidekick was young, fit and trim. He was probably a rookie. Maverick approached the older officer, his hand outstretched.
"Thanks for coming so quickly. I'm Maverick Jones. My date, Melody Sampson, was abducted after we had dinner last night." "Officer Martin,"
the man said, shaking hands. If he knew who Maverick was, he didn't let on.
"can you tell me about your evening? Did you see anything suspicious to lead you to believe Miss Sampson would be in danger?" "They're not after her. They took her to get back at me. I'm the one they want,"
he said, pushing his hand through his hair in frustration. Remington stepped forward and took over the conversation. It ticked Mav off, but he was so on edge, he backed off and let his assistant speak.
"Mr. Jones is a high-profile celebrity."
"Fashion designer,"
Maverick barked, annoyed by the phrase celebrity. Anyone could be a celebrity. He had talent and worked his ass off to become head of one of the premier fashion houses in the U.S.
"They have made several attempts on Mr. Jones's life recently, and it appears the person responsible has decided to go after Mr. Jones's girlfriend,"
Remington explained. Maverick rolled his eyes. Melody was hardly his girlfriend. The more time he spent with her, the more he liked her.